Do you need the best GPU for the Ryzen 7 7800X3D? The 7800X3D is still one of the fastest CPUs for gaming and can handle pretty much any GPU that you throw at it. In this video, we're taking a look at my suggestions for the two best graphics cards for this CPU, a premium high-end GPU and my top choice for the 7800X3D, all things considered. Let's get started with my pick for the best premium GPU for the 7800X3D, the MSI Shadow GeForce RTX 5080. The Ryzen 7 7800X3D is an incredibly efficient gaming CPU, and if you need a top-tier GPU that's perfect for this processor, the MSI Shadow RTX 5080 is my suggestion. Starting with the performance, the RTX 5080 is essentially a refined gaming GPU compared to the RTX 4080, the 4080 Super, and the RX 7900 XTX. The performance compared to these three is not going to wow away anyone, but it offers around 10% more performance while consuming 10% less power. In seriously demanding titles like Alan Wake 2, you can expect 60 FPS at 4K with the Ultra preset and ray tracing enabled and set to high. The RTX 5080 consumes just about 280 watts of power at these settings, while the 4080 approaches 300 watts and the RX 7900 XTX consumes almost 350. The 5080 outshines all of these similar cards in ray tracing. Both the RX 7900 XTX and the RTX 5080 perform similarly at 4K at the same quality settings, but as soon as you turn on ray tracing, the 7900 XTX trails behind the 5080 by a substantial margin. In Cyberpunk 2077, the 5080 cruises smoothly at almost 70 FPS at 4K high settings with ray tracing enabled, while the 7900 XTX only manages around 30. Another key area the RTX 5080 shines is in AI workloads. The only GPU faster than the 5080 in AI is the RTX 5090. Compared to the RTX 4090's 1321 AI tops, the 5080 can handle 1801 AI tops, making it almost 30% faster than the RTX 4090 for AI. The RTX 4090 is still around 10% faster for gaming at 4K while consuming 35% more power. All of this does point to the question, why not simply get a 4090? I've always wholeheartedly recommended the RTX 4090 as the premium choice for the 7800X3D, but as the price of the 4090 soared to almost double the manufacturer's suggested price, it was time for a change. The RTX 4090 is certainly faster than the RTX 5080, but the 5080 is actually closer to the suggested retail price. So most of the available RTX 4090 cards are even more expensive than the RTX 5090. Based on all of this, the RTX 5080 is a much better fit for high-end CPUs like the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Moving on to the visuals, it's clear that the MSI Shadow RTX 5080 doesn't seem to care too much about looks and aesthetics. It looks a lot like any other simple monochromatic card that refuses to bring any attention towards itself. The MSI Shadow is a nod to a simpler time, before everything became infested with colorful lights. If you hate RGB, you'll love the look of this card. Looks aside, the build quality is good, but I can't shake the feeling that it should be better. The backplate is made of metal, and the fan shroud is made of really hard plastic, which does beg the question, why not go for a more premium build material? The card is, however, free from any sagging, because it's lightweight thanks to the lighter material. It weighs just a hair above 1 kilogram, is just under 12 inches long, and takes up just a little bit more than 2 PCIe slots of space, making it an excellent compact option. Now, if we take a look at other RTX 5080s, we see that there are a lot of options from PNY, Gigabyte, Asus, and Zotac. The main reason the MSI stands out above the rest is price. Every other variant is either out of stock everywhere or almost twice as expensive. Now, this comparison is quite unfair to the MSI Shadow RTX 5080 because it has its own merits. It's one of the most compact air-cooled 5080s despite having a TDP of 360 watts. This is incredibly impressive because every other GPU is a quad-slot monstrosity that requires a ton of room inside a PC case. MSI showed everyone that you don't need to water-cool your GPU to reduce its size. In conclusion, the MSI Shadow RTX 5080 is an amazing GPU for anyone looking for an uncompromised gaming and productivity experience. It isn't the cheapest 5080, but it is certainly the best option right now. To sum up, what I like is the incredible 4K gaming horsepower, the impeccable AI performance, and its compact size. On the downside, high price, and lack of generational gaming improvement. Next, my pick for the best pairing for the Ryzen 7 7800X3D is the MSI Shadow GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. The Ryzen 7 7800X3D is still one of the fastest CPUs for gaming behind only the 9800X3D. Based on all of its features, the best pairing for it would be the MSI Shadow RTX 5070 Ti. The MSI Shadow RTX 5070 Ti is a card that completely embraces the black color, and the overall design matches the tone as well. It's perfect for those who are staunch anti-RGB PC builders that would much rather prefer a completely dark and moody computer from the inside. There isn't much to discuss about the MSI Shadow's design, but what I am thankful for is that it's not large. Even with 3 fans, the card stays right under 12 inches in length and takes just a tad more than 2 PCIe slots. The fans are decent at keeping the card cool. During gaming, the GPU remains at around 65 degrees Celsius, and the card remains a bit audible at just around 40 decibels. This card would have benefited from a better cooler, but at least it still manages decent thermals and noise levels at a much smaller size. Of course, nothing else matters if the performance is poor, but the 5070 Ti exceeded my expectations greatly. It basically trades blows with the previous gen RTX 4080 in gaming, and is actually a bit faster than the RTX 4090 when it comes to AI workloads. So, if you need a budget AI GPU, the 5070 Ti is perhaps one of the absolute best options right now. The RTX 4090 can reach 1321 AI TOPS, which is still considered an incredibly impressive number, but the 5070 Ti easily beats it out at 1406 AI TOPS. Of course, the 4090 does have more VRAM, so it may still be better than the 5070 Ti if you're trying to load an AI model directly into the GPU VRAM that's more than 16 gigabytes. Now, Nvidia does target this as a premium 1440p GPU, and they're right with that. At native 1440p, Black Myth Wukong runs at just under 60 FPS with the cinematic preset, which is the highest graphical setting. Black Myth Wukong is a super difficult Unreal Engine 5 game, so it would make sense to slightly alter the settings to achieve a locked 60 FPS in this game. Aside from that, Cyberpunk 2077 runs at 1440p with the highest quality setting, including ray tracing, at a locked 60 FPS. Despite that, it can even do 4K gaming at around 50 to 60 FPS. Taking a look at the competition, there are excellent choices from Asus and Gigabyte, but all of them seem to be out of stock everywhere, or far more expensive than even the RTX 5080. The Asus Prime 5070 Ti is a nicer looking card that's quieter and feels more premium, but is nowhere to be found. The Gigabyte Eagle 5070 Ti is a great alternative with slightly better cooling, but it's much more expensive and not worth considering. The MSI Shadow is only one that's closest to the suggested retail price of the RTX 5070 Ti. All in all, the MSI Shadow RTX 5070 Ti is perhaps one of the best deals in GPUs right now. You get a 1440p gaming beast that can even do 4K gaming really well, and should be a game changer for those looking to work hands-on with AI professionally without spending a fortune. To sum up, what I like is the flawless 1440p raster performance, the excellent 4K raster and 1440p ray tracing performance, and the insane AI horsepower. On the downside, design is devoid of any character, and it should have been a bit cooler and quieter. Thanks for staying till the end. Remember, you can check current prices in the description below.